set is a well-defined collection of objects, as I told you. Now, as I said, this word defined. So here in this set, if you see, this set is defined. Defined by, what is the definition of this set? That it is a set of odd numbers, odd natural numbers. It is a set of odd natural numbers. That is what the definition is. Odd natural numbers. Let us say this set. This is what is the definition of this set. First of all, is this a set? Yes, this is a set. And what is the definition of this set? It is a set of natural numbers. Okay. So definition of this set is natural numbers. Okay. Similarly, you can have numbers like this. Does this set have a definition? Yes, it has a definition. That is, it is a set of natural numbers less than 5. Less than 5. It is a set of natural numbers that are less than 5. Okay. Similarly, you can not only numbers, you can have anything within a set. You can have alphabets also. Okay. What is the definition of the set? It is the set of vowels in English alphabet. Okay, it is the set of vowels in English alphabet. So definition of this set is this. So can you tell me whether this is a set? Is this a set? Can you tell me, is this a set? This is not a set. This is not a set because this set has no definition. What is the relation between the elements of this set? Can you find any relation? You cannot. Okay, suppose the students in your class, okay, do the students of your class form a set? Yes, they form a set. Why do they form a set? They form a set because they have a definition. Say the set of students of class 8A or the set of students of class 8B. The definition is students of class 8A or students of class 8B. The students of all the students of your school, do they form a set? Yes, they form a set because the definition is that they are students of the school, of Parian Coeducational School. Okay, that is the definition. So they form a set. This is not a set because there is no definition of this set. Okay, how are these elements related? These elements you knew were vowels. These elements you knew were um, natural numbers less than 4, less than 5. These elements were all natural numbers. Okay, okay, all these members of the set, all these members, they are called elements of the set. Okay, so therefore you see that the set always has to have a well-defined collection. Now the way I have represented these before that, yes, the way of representing these sets. So see the way I have represented this set, I have actually enlisted the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and so on. Okay, so each element I have written within the set. This type of representation is called tabular representation, also called as a roster representation. Okay, this roster or tabular. Okay, all these representations are tabular representation because all the elements have been listed one by one. Okay, even this is a tabular representation. This is also a tabular representation. Okay, so when the elements are listed, they are called this is called a tabular representation. Okay, however, and also one more thing is that what do you mean by the elements of the set? If you see here, you have the element, you have one here as a member, This one is called the element of the set. One is called the element of what set? Of what set? Suppose I call this set A, capital A. Okay, now the sets and the names of set are normally capital letters. Okay, so I say one is called the element of the set A, and we write one, and this symbol we give. Okay, this symbol is for belongs to. So one belongs to A. Similarly, if I call this set B, okay, then I can say that this element or any element for that matter in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I say that 6 belongs to B. Okay. Similarly, here I say 4. If I call this set C, then I say 4 belongs to C. 1 belongs to C. 2 belongs to C. 3 belongs to C. So all 4 elements they belong to C. 4, and we give this symbol. This symbol means belongs to. Okay. So that is what. So I stop here for today. Time is up. I have another class.